Hey there, friends. You are in for a treat this week. I want to introduce to you Melodie Bishop, our featured guest trainer. She is the founder of Abundant MomLife LLC and a productivity coach for moms in network marketing. She's a former teacher turned top 1% network marketer, turned best-selling author, turned entrepreneur, and podcaster. She's a wife and boy mom of two, loves Jesus, singing, the ocean, and a nice hot cup of coffee. You can tune into her show, Abundant Mom Life for Network Marketers, wherever you listen to podcasts to learn how to grow a successful and sustainable business and mom life without the hustle and overwhelm so you can live and give more abundantly. And here she will teach us how to simplify our time management so we can work more productively. And she's going to go through some steps with us. And I hope you listen in if you are ready to start making the most out of your time, especially in the coming year, without feeling overwhelmed. Welcome back to Organize with Grace podcast. Do you feel like you're always struggling to get it together? Do you feel like you're burning the candle at both ends? Feeling completely disorganized in your home and life, that it's starting to affect you mentally and emotionally? Well, you've come to the right place if you need encouragement, easy and simple organization tips, or you just want to know that you're not alone in this season of life. Hi, I'm Grace Ramon, your fellow working mom and professional organizer. I believe in you, friend. You can get it together. Now let's get organized.
Well, hello friends. Today I'll be breaking down some work-at-home mom wisdom that you can also apply if you're a work out of the home mom too, to help you simplify your time management so you can work more productively and live more abundantly. But first, I want to thank Grace for having me on her show. I'm so grateful and excited to be a guest on the Organize with Grace podcast. I am a lover of all things organization and a bit of an organization nerd, so I am so glad that I was able to connect with Grace and, of course, all of you as well. As a network marketing mom of two crazy boys, holding down the mom life, home life, and business life fort all on my own, finding ways to make the magic happen without losing my ever-loving mind became my mama boss mission. Now, I don't know about you, but no matter how hard I tried, I just couldn't make traditional time management methods work in those small, sometimes unpredictable pockets of my busy work-at-home mom life. I mean, have you ever had a mini panic attack just staring at a planner with all the things time blocked? Because I know I have, and I'm almost at expert level in the planning and execution department. It took me a couple of years, but after really honing in on what works and what does not work for mom bosses like me, and then tweaking to simplify those methods as much as humanly possible, I created the first part of my SOS Abundance Framework, Simplify. One of the ways I love to teach is to break a method down into step-by-step, easy-to-digest bites. And when it comes to learning how to retrain your brain to understand a whole new take on time management, well, breaking it down is how we do. The biggest hurdle keeping us working mamas stuck is our attempt to fit our unpredictable lives into the box of rigid and inflexible time blocking. While time blocking does work well for many, and if you're using it in your work outside of the home, then it can definitely work for you in that arena, most of those who rely on time blocking have a work life that looks a whole lot different than a work-at-home mom life does. And for those of us who do not have a spouse or family who can watch the kids while we work our business without any distractions, trying to stick to an unrealistic, rigid schedule leaves us feeling even more stressed out and overwhelmed than we were before. And what happens when you feel more stressed out and overwhelmed? You guessed it, you give up. I feel you. I've been there. and I'm here to share with you a flexible and adaptable approach to time management, as well as some tips and hacks created uniquely with you, my work-at-home mom boss friend, in mind. Step number 1 is all about focus, and more specifically, focusing on your priorities. The most basic, flexible, and foundational method to work and live more productively is to know your daily priorities and write them down. I joke that if it's not a habit, you need to write it down. And this goes even more so for us moms battling mom brain while juggling the majority of the mental load in the family. Every day, before you get ready to sit down for work, make sure you have written down your top 3 prioritized action steps that must be completed that day. Once they are written down, choose which of the 3 tasks to work on first. I usually choose based on the time chunk I have to work or the time of day, etc. And then keep your head down and do not work on any other business tasks until those prioritized action steps are completed. You can do the same thing with your home life and mom life tasks as well. Now, you are going to be tempted to do other more comfortable tasks first, or get stuck in the scroll, or want to sit down and watch one more episode of your favorite show. Do not allow yourself to look up and get distracted. Get in the habit of self-discipline. You got this. I'm rooting for you. Step 2 is to create a focus planner as a guide to better manage your day, even when the unexpected arises, as we know in mom life it so often does. Your focus planner is a simple way to outline your daily non-negotiable focus blocks and then fit in all other daily routines around those non-negotiable blocks. For example, my 4 daily non-negotiable focus blocks are faith, family, work, and self-care. The great thing about focus blocks is that they are flexible and movable and adaptable if necessary when life happens. You see, if you need to swap out a morning focus block with an afternoon focus block, etc., you can easily modify your day when your day doesn't go as planned without feeling stuck and giving up on work time altogether. Because let's face it, when life happens, as it so often does, what's the first thing we say we don't have time for? Yep, our work time or our self-care time. So while these non-negotiable focus blocks are flexible, they are not optional. Your non-negotiables must all be in play each day if you are to work more productively and live more abundantly. Some blocks will be spread out through the day, like your work block and your family time block. While other blocks, you will be able to create a repetitive routine like your morning faith devotions or your nighttime self-care. Some days you'll be able to have a longer work block, and other days you might not fit in the desired time, but the key is making the most of the time you have. You see, it's more important to know exactly what you need to do when it's your time to work than knowing exactly when you are going to work. If you spend more effort in being purposeful in how you plan your work time, then you can work smarter, not harder, and begin to gain momentum in reaching your goals. Step number 3 is to begin to theme, block, and batch certain business tasks on designated days to help you increase your ability to stay in the focus zone longer and get more done in less time. For example, if you're a work-at-home mom like myself, let's say on Friday you have a bigger block to focus on work, so you could designate that day to record all your videos for the following week or even the month. Or you could choose a day to create all your content for the week or month ahead, and then choose another day when you'll plug that content into a library platform that not only schedules your content but cycles through your best posts to repurpose them weeks later on autopilot. With home life tasks, you could pick a day and block of time where you, let's say, dust all the rooms in your home instead of just one room, or you wash and change out all the bedding, or sort through all the expired food in the fridge, pantry, and spice rack, or even switch out all the seasonal clothes for yourself and each of the kids. Have them help you so they can learn how to do this skill as well. theme days where you block and batch save you so much time and sanity because 1, you cut down on the time it takes to set up and prep for each task, spread out, and 2, you better manage your time and energy resources by alleviating the extra brain power it takes having to transition or shift your brain from one type of task to the next. With theme blocking and batching, you can stay in the focus zone longer and get more done in less time while reserving your resources for what matters most. Step number 4 is to designate a day each week as your catch-up day. This is a day where you will bump any tasks you didn't get to during your weekly work time that were not prioritized but still need to be completed to a day where you can devote a couple hours to checking those tasks off your list. Knowing you have a catch-up day built into your weekly plan allows your brain and body to relax more and really focus on your priorities during the week because you know all those other non-essential tasks will get done later if you don't get to them today. You can even use your catch-up day to catch up on household tasks that you didn't get to during the week too. All right, so here's some action step homework. Choose one of these 4 steps to begin to implement in your business and home life right away. And if you'd like some help planning out your focus blocks and your kiddos' focus blocks too, I've got a special Focus Blocks Planner Pack freebie you can grab when you head over to abundantmomlife.com/focus-planner. And if you're a mom in network marketing or a work-at-home mom in online business who wants to learn how to simplify, optimize, and systemize your business and mom life, I'd love to invite you to check out my Abundant Mom Life for Network Marketers podcast and join my Abundant Mom Life for Network Marketers Facebook community. And before I go, I just want to thank you for listening and hanging out with me today. And another big thank you to Grace for having me as a guest trainer on her podcast. And remember, dream big, know your worth, and live abundantly.
Hey, real quick, if you enjoyed today's episode, the best way to thank me is by leaving an iTunes review. If you're listening to me right now on your iPhone, simply scroll down, click write a review within the podcast, and voila, you'll get a chance to click 5 stars and type in how the podcast has helped you. You can also access iTunes on your computer if you're not an iPhone user by downloading the iTunes app. Also, I offer virtual organizing, and that means we get to hop on Zoom together wherever you are, and I can help you organize your space for a fraction of a price that you would spend hiring an in-person organizer. Contact me by email, hello@organizewithgrace.com, so you and I can get started. I offer a free 15-minute assessment to see if we're a good match to work together. So get on it, girl. Stop being stuck on your organizing journey. I'll help you walk forward so you can finish that organizing project that you've been procrastinating on. No judgment here. I've done it myself, but you know what I'm talking about, girl. All right. Can't wait to talk to you. Bye.